Hi, thank you for tuning in to another taste and experience with Key Encounters. Let's talk about it. The item that we're going to be discussing is going to be Monster Energy drinks. I'm an avid fan of their products, and the reason why I like their products, whether anybody may have their opinion about Monster, is their variety from non-alcoholic to alcoholic items, their variety of like zero sugar to different fruit flavors to their original. And then they took their original and did like this dry version, which is actually my favorite. And then they've come up with like teas and lemonades and all sorts of crazy stuff. And they're ever evolving their products. Not to mention they do coffee. So I like versatility. I like to have options if I'm going to be behind a brand. I'm not so much behind like a singularity of a brand. No diss to any other energy drinks out there, but I like variety. And Monster kind of grasp that sort of not everybody's going to like one particular product that they make. They want to make sure they get everybody. And this is no exception. This is something very new. This is a zero sugar. So this is their Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red. What's cool about it is there's these really interesting artwork on it. As far as what it is, I'm not too sure what the collab is without really reading into it. So definitely, you know the story of what's behind all of it. Let me know. I mean, there's this whole novella on the side, but we're here to talk about is the product good or anything of that nature. If you want to know more about this particular item and its lore, definitely go to their website located right. All right, so let's go ahead and try this out. Usually, my problem with things that are zero sugar is because of the sweetener that they're using. Usually has that weird aspartame taste or sweet and low or whatever it is that they use for a sweetener that's not regular sugar or refined sugar. It's usually I can usually taste it. It's not pleasant in my opinion, but if you have to have it because of whatever health reasons, by all means, I'm for surviving. So again, the can has like this interesting artwork here on one side and in another color here. I like good art, and I like good advertising, and I like that. Now, another thing that I like about before we even talk about is the aesthetics. Can is this color, drink is this color. Let's face it, when we're thinking of flavorings and we're thinking of products, the moment that well, like especially liquid, when you're like, oh, it's ruby red or it's going to be this particular pineapple or whatever, you usually associate that with a color. And then you get a little disappointed if even if the material doesn't match the advertisement, you're going to get disappointed because in your mind, you're thinking that color. So when you're thinking of ruby red, we were thinking of like a rich, deep purple red, right? Or something purple because of the colors, or in this case, pink or a grapefruit color, nonetheless. But this is a ruby red, and if you've ever had grapefruit juice, like the ruby red kind, it usually comes out this color, maybe a little bit darker, but it's pretty vibrant. Got this for me with my lighting and how I'm looking at it. And no, this isn't a filter. It's got this interesting magenta vibrancy to it. It honestly matches the can. I think that's cool. Let's go ahead and get our taste smell on. Sorry. Almost want to jump the gun. Smells like grapefruit, ruby red, and monster. So I smell medicinal, the vitamins that are in here, all of its signature fragrance of a monster, but very heavy on the grapefruit. So that is a plus in my opinion. I mean, if you're gonna call it for what it is, at least let's get the smell right. So that's points for that. Aftertaste, 100% grapefruit. Aftertaste, it feels like I ate it. I had some. The combination between grapefruit and energy drink actually goes hand in hand. It's not more of one or the other. It's a nice balance. Or we could say it's a monster energy drink complemented with a nice layer of grapefruit. This one I am pretty impressed with. There are only a few flavors that I like that they really nail to the wall. Like they're like they got it. This is something new. It's a very complex, balanced energy drink. So if you see it, get it. I think it works very well. The flavor, in my opinion, isn't going to put off anybody. I think if you don't like the way energy drinks taste, then I try this one because it's both. It's juicy and energy drink. But I think it's a great balance. I think the aftertaste is superior. I think it's probably the best aftertaste I've ever had in energy drink. It doesn't taste at all like an energy drink. It really feels as if I was either drinking freshly squeezed grapefruit in the ruby red kind, or I just had consumed some. And I've got the tannins from the pill, and that is also interesting. So I guess at the end of this video, it's a complex, layered energy drink that I didn't think they could get any better. You know what I mean? Energy drinks are energy drinks. Whoever came up with this idea and the combination from marketing to flavoring, and it's zero sugar. I don't taste any aspartame whatsoever. It just tastes like grapefruit with energy drink. I think that's a hell of a combination. And with that said, I appreciate you hanging out with me. And until next time, cheers.